Thank you.
We're going to have a very nice interchange here.
Yes.
Just relax and enjoy this.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. I was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease 13 years ago. And while I am convinced intellectually that I can be healed, and I've been working very well on it, emotionally I am not sure it's possible.
If we were standing in your physical shoes, we would acknowledge how well you are doing with this diagnosis in all this time. In other words, because of the stability of your vibration, you are maintaining well. And you can continue to maintain and improve.
Okay. I need to know how I can change my belief system.
Well, no one changes it fast. And you don't have to change your belief system. You just have to change what thoughts you activate most often. In other words, when people talk about changing beliefs, it sounds like I need to go, first of all, find what all those beliefs are. Some of them might even be unconscious, you say. I have to go find all those beliefs, and I have to change all of them. And we say, sounds like too much hard work to most of you. And instead, we would like you to think of it, instead of changing beliefs, to approach it in the idea of I'm wanting to decide which thoughts that I might think in a day's time, that I'm wanting to deliberately think with an effort of making some thoughts more dominant than other thoughts. It really is like, which thoughts do I give more airtime? It's like the commercial, the cost to a company to air a commercial at Super Bowl time is millions of dollars for seconds, because there are so many people watching. There's more airtime, so to speak, and so they charge so much more. And so analogies are never perfect, but you get the drift of what we're talking about here. In the same idea, which of my thoughts do I give more airtime to? Which have I thought about more? Which have I talked about more? But we're wanting to put it in a way that you can really hear. It's not which thoughts have I thought more. Because you say, well, I'm X number of years old, and I've been thinking these thoughts for all this time. I don't even have time to make up the difference. And we say, it isn't which thoughts I have thought more, it's which thoughts am I now activating more, because everything is happening in response to your now. The only thing that all those years of thinking did was cause you to practice the thought and make you more likely to think the thought today. But it's still the thought you're thinking today that is predominantly affecting what's happening to you today. So if you could think a different thought today than you've been thinking, everything in your experience would change. And you say, okay, I'll do that. I'll think the new thought today. And we say, but you got to practice the new thought, because if you haven't practiced the new thought, the thought you've been practicing is going to be there. And so then what happens is you say, well, I'm just going to be aware of how I feel, because that will let me be aware of the thought that I'm thinking. So I won't be thinking them unconsciously or subconsciously anymore. And if you're not feeling around them, they don't matter. In other words, a thought that isn't evoking emotion isn't a thought worth commenting on. It's the thoughts that make you feel fear, or the thoughts that make you feel victim, or it's the thoughts that make you feel out of control. Those are the thoughts that are most detrimental to you, you see. The thoughts that make you feel joy, those are such beneficial thoughts. And so you say, so it turns out that all those thoughts that I've been thinking don't matter. And we say, that's exactly right. They don't matter. It's only the thoughts you're thinking now that matter. So you say, starting today, which thoughts am I going to give more airtime to? And we say, we encourage you give more airtime. You know what we mean by that.
Yes.
Because thoughts are in the air. In other words, you're broadcasting, just like the television stations are. You're broadcasting to the boundaries of the universe. So which thoughts am I going to give more airtime to? Are they the worried, speculative thoughts? Or are they the thoughts of what I prefer? Are they the thoughts of people I'm mad at, or are they thoughts of people I love? Are they the thoughts of things that are wrong with the hotel, or are they thoughts that are things that are right with the hotel? In other words, is it about the thing in the monster bus that doesn't work today after 3 weeks of tweaking, or is it about all of the things that do work in the monster bus after all of those people have put all of their energy into building this magnificent machine? In other words, you get to choose, and how you feel indicates how you've chosen. And your body will respond to your choices. It really is that simple.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes, indeed.